Hey everybody, how you doing? This is your proprietor, your head projectionist, the one who runs and owns the Starlite, coming to you live in the charts, Wolfman Roy. And joining me is the concession stand mechanic, Dr. Chaotic. Say hello, Doctor.
Roy, well, can I ask you something and ask you for a favor?
What is that?
Can we patch the giant fucking hole you left in the back room? I keep falling into that thing and having to fight cave trolls.
No, I'm just trying to grow them. Like sea monkeys. Just give me two more sides of beef and they'll be perfect. Mwah.
They're pretty full. I saw like 3 corpses in there already, like half eaten. They're not eating just the sides of beef.
I just need two more bodies. That's it. Just chill. And
At
I'll
least
seal it
put a
over.
board over it or something, man. I can't keep falling in there and fighting these fucking things.
All right. All right. And joining us today is the landlord, the head boss over at Wolf's Den Productions, Mistress Ookami. Say hello.
Hello, everybody! And, Roy, I can provide
Yeah.
you 2 more bodies.
Yes.
We'll just keep that between
Yes, I just need 2 more, and I want to see them full formed. I'll sell them off to my friends and everything. That's all I'm going to do.
Yeah, I took a peek. I
Yeah.
like what you're doing. I think
Right,
that's very
right.
interesting.
Trollalars for everything. Everybody.
Yeah.
Yes. And
Doc, just stop falling in.
yes. Just watch where you're stepping, man.
I haven't been here in a while, and even I avoided that hole. Like, come on.
Yes, I mean, it's just sticking out there. How do you keep on falling? It's just out there. It's right next to the playground. How do you miss it? Anyways.
How y'all doing? Mistress O here to bust Doc's balls.
We feel the daggers. We can feel the daggers.
Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it.
Anyway, for those who want to know what we're talking about, we are talking about 1981's The Pit, running at $1.37. 1981. 12-year-old Jamie Kennedy is a solitary, misunderstood boy in his preteens. His classmates pick on him, his neighbors think he's weird, and his parents ignore him. But now Jamie has a secret weapon. Deep in the woods, he discovered a deep pit full of man-eating creatures he calls trogs. And it isn't long before he gets an idea to get revenge and feed the trogs in the process. This has Sam Snyder's as Jamie Kennedy, Jeannie Ann Elias as Sandy, Sonia Smith's Before For You Drone as Mrs. Lind, Laura Tolan Wolf, Marge Livingston, Joe Austin, Library Janitor, Laura Press, Paul Grisham, Wendy Schmidt, Andrea Swartz, and a cast of
20.
hundreds. Yeah, 20.
Let's be honest.
Directed by TV vet Lew Lehman and written by Ian Stewart. This is his second thing he wrote. And he said, fuck it. I'm leaving.
What was the first?
Give me a second. I'm going to go to the other site to the Highland Regiment of Canada. Yes, this is a Canadian picture. Filmed in Wisconsin. Trying to be pulling off at Alberta. I know, it's confusing.
Yeah.
But enough with me. What are your thoughts?
You ever wanted
Ookami, I'm gonna let you.
So you ever wanted to know, see the byproduct of if a Wookiee fucked an Ewok? Because that's what I saw.
That is fucking awful.
Worst porno parody.
And what's
Yeah.
funny, Doc fucking shared something with me. Apparently, I have precognizance.
Oh yeah, the IMDb trivia thing. So I okay. Kind of backstory, folks. I chose this movie because I knew this movie via two places. Brandon Tenold, good old Brandon. Brandon's Cold Movie Reviews. He did this one as part of a Canucks exploitation marathon he was doing.
He made it look so much funner.
And Red Other Media. I forget which episode in particular. It might have been on a Plinko. They did this on Best of the Worst.
Mm-hmm.
I had found out about the story about this movie, what it is, what happened, and my curiosity just couldn't help itself. So when we were kind of shooting around ideas for Starlite, I had suggested this as one with a double feature with major rewrites, but we kind of took that apart, and that gave us the American Giallo double feature we did with Eyes of Laura Mars and Dress to Kill.
Mm-hmm.
However, with the Starlight Minis, it was kind of whatever we feel like doing, and I saw that this was on Tubi, which counts as part of our criteria.
Yeah, yeah.
So, when I suggested to Roy, hey, you want to do this with kind of bringing the lead here, folks. This is going to be the last Starlight Mini for a bit, but mainly because we're going to be starting the show, the legitimate show next time you hear from
Oh,
us.
you saying this is illegitimate? This is not worth it or anything? No, I'm just kidding.
No. The next one is
this is the redheaded stepchild.
The next one is the really big show.
The really big show. Yes.
Really big.
So what ended up happening was like, all right, oh dude, it's your choice for this last mini before we start doing the Starlight. I was like, you want to do the pit? Sure. And then I think Ookami, you were there with us because we accidentally pulled you into a call while we were planning this.
Yes, that was funny.
Yeah, I butt dialed you. Yes.
Yeah, I'm like out of it, and I'm like, what the fuck?
So she ended up hearing us plan this, and she asked to be here. And literally like, this sounds crazy. Can I join? Sure.
Yeah, because I only remembered Brandon Tenold's review of it, and I'm like, yeah, that looked like kind of fun because he only showed the fun parts. Now that I realize it, so
the benefit of editing.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
Just trust reviewers like that. Good God. Also, fuck your curiosity in the ass with an ice pick, Doc. I swear. That was like, holy shit. This fucking hurt.
Oh God. And the funniest part was I had already seen it, so I was just chilling. This one is live tweeting to me while watching it. Which she then had to restart because she was watching a copy on YouTube that was ripped from the VHS.
It was ripped from the VHS,
wow.
And the pictures started cutting out.
You do know that Tubi is free.
I didn't realize it was on. I forgot that conversation.
Okay.
I have been having a week. Okay. I have been having a week.
I mean, if you wanted authenticity, that's cool. I'm not.
Oh yeah, well when I realized
jumping on that, that's cool.
Hey, this is kind of like I see it's like, oh, okay, maybe this is like this came from like an actual film reel or something. Like, okay, that's cool. And then it started going, and I realized like, the way the color was fading in and out on some things, and then the picture went black briefly, like flickering in and out. And I'm like, oh my God. And I saw the lines at the bottom and went, oh my God, this is a VHS rip.
Yeah.
And it's one that apparently had been watched multiple times. And I'm like, and I stopped and thought about it. Went, who the fuck watched this multiple times to the point where the video started fading? And I'm like, that opened a whole new can of worms that I was not ready to explore that cave. So I'm like, and so the doc's like, it's on Tubi. I'm like, no, I fucking didn't.
And it was HD because it was the rip done by Shout Factory, I think, originally.
I think it was Shout Factory, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
No. Kino Lorber.
Was it Kino?
I think it's Kino, yeah.
Whatever it is, yeah, it is in HD. And I'm like, oh, yay, HD of this. And then, which actually did allow me to see something that I am going to send you, Roy, because I need to know, because it never got attention drawn to it.
You need to know what?
There's a scene.
Oh.
And I'm like, but why is this here? This is just here. I'll just send it to the Starlite. Yeah, to our shared.
To the meeting, yeah. Please do.
Do you notice?
No, I don't.
I'll give you a fucking close-up of it.
What are we looking at here? I'm not noticing anything. It's a perfectly normal fountain.
Sure it is.
It's a perfectly normal fountain. A couple
of times, and I'm like, but why? And nobody looks at it. Nobody says anything.
Mate, you gotta take it up with either the set director, designers, or Beaver Dam, Wisconsin, because I got nothing for you.
That's Beaver Dam's thing. It's not us. Dude.
It's like, I looked at it, I'm like, what the fuck is that supposed to be? And I'm like, I think this is supposed to be swans. But why are they covered in blood?
Oh yeah, folks. Just because we don't have the picture on the screen, I'll describe it. Basically, in a certain shot of the movie, we're in a park with a fountain, and for some reason, in the center of the fountain is what looks like either a dead swan sprawled out across a column, or the swans that were part of the fountain were then painted like actual swans and then splattered with red paint.
Yes.
And nobody says anything. Nobody even looks at it. And it's like, it's just there. And I'm like...
It's just there, yeah.
I'm like, no, go back. What the fuck is that?
And that's the most interesting part of the movie.
Oh, kids stealing money. Oh, kids creeping. I'm like, go back. What was that?
Okay. So I think that might have been part of something I'll have to explain.
Yes, please.
I had mentioned that this was going to be in a double feature I had where they had massive rewrites.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The big thing about The Pit was that this movie was actually... Bit of spoilers. It was originally meant to be that this was all in Jamie's head and he was just killing people.
So this was supposed to be like American Psycho sort of deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
It leads itself to be that way.
Right. So he's killing everybody, but
that's why you get all the conversations about child psychology and them asking us like, what's wrong with that Jamie kid?
Mm-hmm.
However, the director said, nah, fuck it. I'm going to make them real. And thus made reshoots in order to have...
It did feel kind of disjointed.
And the troglodytes real.
Right.
Which,
wasn't this supposed to also be called...
Inspired fucking Lucas to make the Ewoks.
Supposedly.
But
yeah.
Who's saying that?
It was just a thing on IMDb trivia I found funny. I don't think it's true, but it'd be fucking hilarious if it was.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it because it was in 81.
Yeah, and Return was 83.
Yeah.
But wouldn't they be filming Return of the Jedi around this time?
Not necessarily the Ewok part.
Not the Ewok part, but they would have their major storyboards down around this time.
Maybe? I'm not as familiar with the behind the scenes of Return specifically, so I couldn't tell you.
The thing is I've seen Lucas take inspiration, and then take inspiration from something and immediately go, oh, no, I have to do something like that. I've seen plenty of directors do that, and it's like literally last minute, oh, okay, well, I'm going to add that before we finish filming.
Okay.
Okay. So I can see it. But, just the idea of Lucas sitting there and watching this going, this is brilliant. I love this.
Okay, so to also context of what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh yes.
Yes.
This annoying Jeremy.
Yeah, my biggest
He is so
inspirations.
interesting.
My biggest inspirations: film serials, Cowboys, Kurosawa, The Pit.
Jimmy's
Is the Sarlacc pit. See,
Okay. Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
I also like I made a joke and said like, yeah, this is still better, like because they're talking about love and everything and like this dialogue, and I'm like, this is still better romantic dialogue than anything I've ever seen. Lucas write.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So to give full plot synopsis and context for those who are wondering, like troglodytes, Ewoks, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
I'm high right now. I don't know.
You sound high as shit.
No, I'm not. I wish I was.
Texas is thinking about banning that too. Anyway, so the big story is we follow this 12-year-old kid, Jamie, who starts off basically as just kind of a loner kid. Like, we just think, oh, okay, he's just a little misunderstood, or yada, yada, yada.
Little misunderstood.
Yeah, we then, as the movie goes on, we find out he's kind of a fucking creep.
Well, not just a fucking creep. I mean, the first thing we find out about him is he's Captain Nudo from outer space, calling himself Tarzan.
Yeah, so...
Dressed in nothing but a cape.
Well, it's because we had the scene of him getting punched in the face by the bull.
Yeah, that's another thing. I mean,
we get that at the beginning. I'm like, hold on.
It's like, geez, hello to you too.
Yeah, like
how do you think just hello with a freaking punch? It's like, damn, let him do something first.
The thing is, at the beginning of the film, we're literally shown this kid kill this other kid, push him into a pit, and we hear like animal growls and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we see that. We see him lure these kids out and do that, and then it's like the pit, opening credits. Oh, and now we're going to show that. I'm like, hold on
a second, yeah.
Like, what the fuck? And then like much late, and then they keep flashing back to him getting punched by this kid. Like, I see it several times in the film where I'm like, there's not a point where this kid was innocent.
No, but
this kid was fucked up. But then again, some of the people that he kills
are kind of fucked up too.
They're fucked up too. They're kind of assholes. Honestly,
yeah,
I felt nothing about the girl that he threw in. Well, the first little girl that he throws in there.
The redhead, yeah, Wendy. Good old Wendy from Wendy's, yeah.
I love her chili.
So, again, we keep going off track because we sound like, get to the fucking point already. Anyway.
No, the freaking point is this kid's not only a creep, but he's a freaking weirdo who only talks to his terrarium and his teddy bear, which sounds like him, but with creepier, like, reverb put to it. And then he realizes he's got to feed these troglodytes or trogs in
or
this
trolologs.
Or trolologs or whatever.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
He finds out that they're not sugar deficient, so they won't eat no fucking candy bars, but he feeds them a whole fucking side of beef.
Yep.
Then he realizes, I don't have money to feed you anymore. I might as well feed the evil people. It's the only thing left.
Yeah, so that
went to it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of the big thing, like I mentioned earlier.
Nothing about deer hunting or like small rodent hunting.
Well, he did try to convince that cow to follow him.
He tried to convince the cow. He gave up and said, "Yeah, I didn't want to kill you either." And then like
went after
the chickens. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, and then he looks at Teddy. I tried everything I could think of.
Which has me back the question: are they really in the country or like in the town? Because this is like, like a full forest, a full farm, but then you're in town. It's like, How close are you to this damn forest?
It's the thing is, again, it was specifically set in where it's filmed, which is Upper Wisconsin. Although the town was Beaver Dam, the actual pit and the forest, I think, was in
Oshkosh.
somewhere else. So it was kind of an amalgamation.
It's Oshkosh.
Yeah. Yeah. So kind of tying him back to what it originally was. The whole plot was going to be that Jamie was killing people, but he thought he was feeding them to these troglodytes, while also getting all the info from Teddy. And that's why you have like Teddy sounds like him just with weird reverb. It was going to be a plot point that this is what he hears in his head.
Mm-hmm.
But early on, Teddy fucking turns his head when nobody else is there.
Yeah.
That was one of the reshoots.
It was.
And Teddy makes no fucking sense to me either. I'm like, why does that thing exist?
Because that's his only friend.
His friend to
I
the
feel
end.
like we missed a movie before this.
Yeah,
I feel like there's an entire film before this.
What doesn't really help as well is that the fucking marketing of this plays into that too. Because have you seen the tagline for this movie?
No.
The tagline is literally Jamie wouldn't kill anyone unless Teddy told him
to. Matter of fact, this thing's name its working name
was Teddy. And fun fact, the original script ended up being in the novelization, and that actually got critical acclaim.
There's a novelization of this?
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's not called The Pit. It's under its working name. It's under Teddy.
What?
Yeah, and I was about to say, this weirdly has something in common with the Alien 3 of all things. Some people say the novelization is better.
I may need to find this, and I can't believe those are words coming out of my mouth.
Yeah, what?
Like,
yeah, so hold on, Teddy. When did this come? I forget the author they got for it, because it's definitely not these kids' books. No.
So do the trogs is that even a thing in the book? In the original script, is that even a thing?
The thing is that the trogs are all in Teddy, all in Jamie's head.
Okay.
So that's why he has those moments of you can see him too.
Yeah, because I'm down for I'd completely forgotten about how the most of this film went. So I actually fully expected her to be like, oh yeah, or like Jamie, those are people.
Hey, Jamie, you got people in a big hole.
Yeah,
I found someone who reviewed it, and you can see the cover for this.
Teddy John. Okay.
Done by John Galt with Ian A. Stewart, who was the original writer.
Huh.
Yeah.
Huh.
So the whole idea was that all of this was in Jamie's head, and this was Jamie justifying the fact that he was killing people.
Little Jamie would never hurt you unless
Teddy told him
to. Yeah.
Okay. There's been only a few books that were based on movies. I like the novelization, Halloween, because it added a backstory to Michael Myers that's not in the film. That's true.
The glory of podcasting, folks.
Huh. Yeah, sorry, folks. Like, to kind of tie this back, so that's kind of why this film's tone is off, its characters are fucking weird, and its editing is batshit nuts. And yet, I couldn't help but enjoy this fucker.
You can actually find there's an ebook version.
Yeah, because funny enough, apparently this book was a major seller.
Yeah, apparently the book is like fucking rare, but you can find an ebook version of this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah, folks. So basically, if you don't want to witness the shitty movie, go find it. Go find the ebook of it. It's on Internet Archive right now for free.
Oh,
Go
fuck
for
yeah.
it. Check it out.
Yeah. So, long story short, yeah, this will basically the script was a lot darker and a lot more messed up than what the movie eventually became.
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been better though?
It's been more cohesive, definitely.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. There is like some editing stuff that really jars you sometimes.
Oh dear God.
Yeah, and the thing is that me personally, I honestly enjoyed my time with this movie, but I know the backstory, and I know how batshit insane this whole thing is. I wouldn't recommend it for somebody going feet first, blind.
No.
No.
Like, let me put it this way. I got 15 minutes into this fucking film, and then took a break.
Took a break?
I took a break. This was also when I was watching it on YouTube.
Well, yeah, all the tracking, and
So
you can't fix the tracking.
Yeah, so I need to take a break, and I got distracted because my mom was watching something and she's laughing out there, and I'm like, what the fuck? And so I go out and I check, and in her bedroom, she's watching the 2013 Rapture comedy, Rapture Palooza.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, this is a whole different type of stupid, but I'm down for this. And so I literally sat down at the foot of her bed, and we just sat there laughing and watching it. And like, then after it was over, I'm like, okay, that was a nice hour-long distraction. Oh fuck, I gotta go back to this.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm just sitting there going, I don't wanna.
Right. I understand what they were trying to do, but would you say there was some patient issues with this?
Absolutely. Because they go out of their way.
Mm-hmm.
The whole creep aspect of the kid.
Right.
Is like, I don't need to see this. There's so much of it I don't need to see. Just leave it to the imagination. And it's literally like the first third. It's not till you get
first third?
The bulk of it.
The bulk of it, yeah.
The bulk of it is like
he's after Sandy like a motherfucker.
Yeah. It's not until he starts like feeding them to the Trogs, feeding people to the Trogs, that I'm like, oh, okay, this got interesting.
Okay.
And then the whole thing with her, and then like the after, and then like this film literally takes 3 turns.
It does. I mean, once Sandy's out of the picture, you thought, oh, this is the end, right?
Yeah.
Wait a second, I got 20 more minutes. What's going on here?
Yeah.
And then
bumbling cops.
Yep. And then
we're dear God, the bumbling cops.
Yeah.
Like,
do you know why I'm here? Because it's quiet. It's like, so why did you want to do this job then?
Nothing happens here.
Nothing happens. Well, there's certainly something fucking happening now.
The people are missing. They're not dead. They'll turn up.
Mm-hmm. And
then he like rides off with the old woman's like fucking wheelchair and like runs into traffic. Like, okay, he's dead, but then like they come back in the next scene. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Yeah.
Like, and thus another, actually, funny enough, another part of the rewrites.
Right.
Oh, you can tell. And then that's gone. Because Jamie's finally, he like decides like, oh, I can't feed you anymore. I can't take care of you. So you got to take care of yourselves. And so puts a rope in there for them to climb up. And then the third part of this film happens. And I'm like,
oh, shit. Yeah.
Okay. Essentially, this kind of became, oh god, what's that one Bigfoot movie where like it goes on a fucking rampage? It's
Oh
an
yeah,
older
yeah.
one.
Embedded.
Well, there's embedded. So there's a little bit of embedded.
There's the one.
The one from the 80s, I think, is what it. Yeah,
I know
was
what you're
one.
talking about. The one that was filmed in Michigan.
Yeah, like the really fucked up one because there's like
Demon something. It's not Demon Warp. It's not.
No, not Demon Warp.
Night of the Demon.
Night of the Demon.
Night of the Demon. Yeah.
Yeah, Night of the Demon. The Bigfoot one. Yeah, that it suddenly turns into that, and I'm like,
except without the slow motion.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, well, I mean, this is entertaining, but like, what the fuck? And then like they get rid of them, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's over. They killed them. Oh, they were big dogs. Okay, yeah, sure,
sure, buddy.
But,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
You want to know something funny about that? The thing about that part of the ending was that I get the feeling they implied that the town knew these were a thing, but nobody talked about it.
I get the feeling too.
Or they want to just bury it over so they don't do the paperwork.
Probably, yeah. But fun thing about that whole rampage scene. Okay, you remember the couple that was going there and one of them wants to skinny dip?
Yeah.
Right.
The girl in that?
That's the director's daughter.
Yep. Jesus. And the reason she only goes topless is because her father didn't want her to see her naked. It felt wrong filming her naked.
Well, okay, fair enough.
That's nice. He should tell Dario Argento a thing or two.
But yeah, like, I mean, that part, like, yeah, that takes a turn, and I'm like, that got graphic.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I see why this is R, because this is something where I'm looking at this, I'm like, this would have been like a PG-13 if that rating existed yet.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because PG-13 didn't come out until like the mid-80s, I believe. And then you get to the actual ending, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Random ass twist ending, yeah.
Random twist ending.
All of 2 seconds of her hanging out with her cousin, and then that happened. I'm like,
it's like, what? They eat people. I know. That's when you should have turned and go, no, bitch! Boom!
Yeah. Okay, sorry, folks, I'm distracted. What is that last fucking...
Yeah, picture? I don't understand why that's in there. It's Danny Glover with a fishing pole.
What the fuck? That's
yeah. Film. Thing is, I think I know what movie. Thing is, I think I know what movie that is.
What movie is it?
What is it?
Is that movie like Badass or whatever, where Danny Glover's like a badass old dude and had a sequel with Danny Trejo?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Beats me.
Like, is it because the guy next to him might be the original kid who played Jamie?
He'd be a lot older.
The kid hasn't acted in a long time.
Well, no,
he kind of looks like him, but he stopped acting a long time ago.
After this movie, he hit the disco, just dancing the rest of the day.
So, yeah, and he eventually ended up being a dance teacher in Ontario, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
he's got moves.
I mean, I'll admit this: better writing. I think this kid would have been fine.
Yes.
Because he's not a bad actor. It is literally, you can tell it is the directing.
You got a 15-year-old acting 12.
That doesn't help. Yeah.
Yeah.
You could have gotten someone smaller.
And even then, that whole fucking scene where she's like, she goes into his room, finds his
nudie mag.
His nudie mag. It's like, this kind of thing? In that youth? Is that normal? It's like, yes, bitch.
Yes, bitch. Although,
put it back. Okay, thank you.
If she meant the style, yeah, that's not normal.
No, that's
you would have like Hustler, Playgroup Boy, or.
Well, it is a small town. I don't imagine
he just got what he could.
We could, yeah, okay.
Because we see him go to the public library a lot, including to harass the poor fucking librarian.
Oh my god.
God. Do we talk about the ransom scene?
Oh my, yes. Yes, that is amazing.
Okay, so to further prove that Jamie is a fucking psycho, he randomly decides he wants to see tits, so he goes out peeping on his librarian, on the local librarian, calls her, and fakes that he kidnapped her niece.
No, you got to really set up his ingenuity. Sets up a payphone to call her with a Walkman tape of Teddy. Teddy doing a ransom.
Teddy's voice. That's the thing that throws me off. Like,
yes. It's like, what? Teddy made this whole thing himself. Really?
Forcing her. Yeah, Teddy decided, I guess Jamie needed to see more titties. I don't know.
Well, according to Teddy, he's like, I'm going to be looking.
I've been watching
long
time. Yeah.
And again, that was probably leading to the fact that Teddy is Jamie just through his filter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So while this call is happening, they're faking the fact that her niece was kidnapped, and in order to get her released, she has to strip down and show her tits.
Yeah.
For then Jamie with a Polaroid to take a couple pictures and run.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, this is not an out of nowhere thing, because the first big thing we see in this movie after the murder is Jamie stole a book of nude art or pinups, I guess, from the library. Seriously, what the hell was that book?
It was nude art.
Yeah, so he cut out. We see the fact that he cut out the body of one of the models, which I give him props. He's got fucking skills with an ecto knife.
He does.
Fucking exacto.
Yes.
So the teacher then gives the book back to the local library and gives it to the librarian, who then reveals she had an envelope and reveals that Jamie had put her head on the body of the nude model.
I don't even know, man.
So after just seeing him get bullied, I was like, oh, maybe this kid's so weird. Then you see that shit, and I'm like, no, this kid's fucking bro.
This kid's a bit of a creep.
Yeah.
And then you follow him, and it's like, oh, fuck, he's going to be behind bars for mopery.
Yeah, and that's the bit. And my favorite thing is also is that after that scene, we get the babysitting interview with the parents and Sandy, played by, what's the actress's name?
Sandy was played by, let me get out of the, was played by, where's Sandy?
Jeannie Elias. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Played by Jeannie Elias, which I blew Okami's mind when I revealed this fact, but Roy, does her voice sound familiar?
A bit.
Prominent.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we're seeing from her acting work, she was Princess Toadstool in the Super Mario Brothers Super Show.
Yeah.
She is a prominent voice actress.
Yeah, she was also
so many of these characters I've seen her, heard her voice, and I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah, you also see she would actually voice Huey for a while as part of Huey and Louie. She's done some miscellaneous roles, including for Kangaroo Jack Good Day USA, which I don't know why, but we're here now.
She did voice
fuck that,
Babe.
Put this down. Put this down for the future. No match. You want to put that down?
Okay.
I don't even want to know.
Oh, Nomads is a good one. Don't worry.
Ginger,
Yeah. So she ended up becoming a very prominent voice actress, and you get to see her nipples.
Yes.
Yeah, several times.
You get to see her nipple.
Yeah, and so we see her in her interview, and she's playing this college student who's also studying in child psychology. Ironically enough. So,
Indeed.
Billy and Mandy. Oh yeah, they left it off, but yeah, Oblongs. She was a voice actor. She was in the Oblongs as well.
And, she was like the little girl in Creepy Susie. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was.
Oh, there it is. There's Oblongs.
There's Oblongs. Yeah.
Oblongs was weird, but I loved it.
Yeah. It's a less depressing, more oral.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Anyway, so they're talking about it was like, oh, Jamie.
There was a Siegfried and Roy cartoon.
Yes, there was.
God,
Father of Pride.
Yeah.
What?
It's a long story, Roy.
No, I'm just amazed.
I would be happy to discuss that one at some point. It's
pretty bad.
It's bad. It's one of those ones. It's when that one was on NBC, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, when Saturday morning cartoons were technically still around, but they were dying off because
that wasn't a Saturday morning.
That was
a primetime one.
That was a primetime 2004, 13 episodes.
That was an adult cartoon. That was on in the
NBC.
In the late in the evening.
Thank you, Superbook.
Oh God, that's even worse.
Yeah, because it was on with a bunch of others. Like you got to think, at that time, like, in the early 2000s, they were doing a lot of that. I know, distraction. I don't fucking care.
We do this all the time. Don't worry.
This was like around that same era when you got like one of my favorite ones, like on CBS, which was like God, the Devil, and Bob.
Mm-hmm.
You had gotten Baby Blues, a bunch of those.
I forgot Daniel Harris, Carl Reiner, John Goodman. I forgot these.
Yeah, I have a huge cast.
Wow. This didn't go off? What the fuck?
God, this is like
it
Norm
wasn't able to take off.
It's like Norm of the North somehow even grew and multiplied.
Yeah,
I know this came out before Norm of the North. Whatever.
Mm-hmm. But that's amazing.
It was an interesting era. Like I grew up watching all these things at that time. Like, I remember that. I remember the UPN era. I remember a lot of that.
Yeah, apologies, folks. Hey, if you watch many of the Starlite minis, you should be used to this. But
we like to go on tangents.
Back to the pit.
Back to the pit. Yes.
With that
back to the pit with you. Be gone, Doc.
So back to that interview. Jamie's mother is like, oh, he's just kind of peculiar. I was like, well, I deal with extraordinary kids. It's fine. And it's like, and it's like, and we see the Nudie Max scene before. It's like, peculiar, lady. Are you sure about that?
Mm-hmm.
And then the father comes in, like, that actor. You can tell he just, not that he didn't give a shit, but they told him to play it like he stopped giving a shit a long time ago.
Yeah,
right. Richard Alden, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I love my son, don't get me wrong, but he's kind of a fucking nutcase.
Yeah.
Right. Not that many words.
Literally just like kicks him under the none of that crap.
Yeah.
Oh God, with the dinner scene. Yeah.
Panty shot.
Yeah, James
does
trying to get an upskirt shot like it's a shitty harem anime.
Mm-hmm. It's like, I dropped my napkin.
God.
Just get the fuck from out under there.
I expect him to be like nose close to the panties. Nose close to the panties.
I expected that too.
It's like, really?
What gave it away was the suction.
Yeah.
From the nose going.
Oh God. The messed up part is apparently in the book he was a lot more pervy, so I can see him doing that in the book.
Yeah.
and you don't get to see much of the parents in this because in the original script they were actually a lot more abusive.
I mean, there is that bit where like literally he's sitting there and he's like, she's like, he's like, oh, will you at least wash? It's like, okay, time for you to wash up. The time for you to take a bath. It's like, well, will you wash my back? Like, aren't you a little old for that? Like, I mean, I'll be covered. It's like, fine, but you stay under those suds. Like, okay, whatever, cutie, cute scene, whatever. I get what you're trying to do. And then he's sitting there, and then it is like, he offhandedly asks, it's like, so, am I dirty? Like, really dirty? And they're like, she's like, well, why? Why do you ask? My mom always makes me bathe a lot. She scrubs me a lot.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm dirty.
Yeah, again, there was a big, massive sort of that's hinted at in the movie. It kind of got glossed over with the rewrites, but
yes,
it is very much implied. It's sort of a Carrie kind of relationship between Jamie and his mom.
Yeah,
unclean
child.
So yeah, this poor fucking babysitter has to deal with this little creep the whole time. And that's where also a lot of the tone just feels off because one of the big things, again, with the real lights, like with the cops, the director added a lot more humor to the movie.
And
you can kind of see it, and it's like, am I supposed to be laughing? Or should I be freaked out? Like, what the hell's going on here?
Well, I mean, like they make it like comedic as he's like throwing people to it, and all to the down into the pit. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah, my favorite example is I think is when he throws the old lady in the wheelchair. Which
yes, oh my god, the music stinger is even fucking comedic. I'm like,
it's like really.
There's that, and also, well, like my dad says, we all gotta go sometime.
Yeah,
it's like. If you did like a music shit, it could be kind of creepy, but with the music and the way it happened, it's supposed to be like a punchline.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of times where the music is like trying to make things comedic or like, oh, he's just misunderstood. And it's like, fuck off.
Yeah, this is the way I describe it to Ookami is to quote my favorite author, Hunter S. Thompson, when I say this movie is one of God's own prototypes.
Yes.
It's too weird to live, but it's too rare to die.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty apt description. It just, oh my god.
Like, I don't hate it, but I know I'm supposed to because this is bad.
Like, if you were to tell me that, like, okay, after the fact, it's like, oh, so talk to directors, however many fucking people touched this damn thing, ask them, hey, so what the fuck was with the music stings like that? What was with this, like, sudden comedy and shit? And if they were to tell you that, no, that wasn't just a random choice, that was supposed to give you a glimpse, like, make you feel like you were in Jamie's head, then I would get it. Then I'd be like, that actually works. The idea of we're getting this tonal shift that doesn't fit with what's going on because the kid is fucked in the head. That would make sense. But I know that's not what happened here. This film is a freaking Frankenstein project.
It is. It is. Weirdly edited and out of tempo.
Yeah, it was about it's a tug of war between the original script and the director randomly deciding fuck it.
Yeah. But I think if you watched this film in that mindset, that it's like seeing these events through this kid's fucked up eyes, then okay, you might be able to get behind that.
But then the climax happens and revealing they're real, and it's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, at that point, everything fucking falls apart. Jamie had to have a part in he had to have a part in everything, is what I think needed to happen.
Right.
Jamie needed to be involved at all points to like make it be like, okay, it's got to be in this kid's head.
Right. He had to be everywhere in every scene.
Yeah, and like
watching them skinny dip, watching all of this other stuff, and it's like, oh no, the trust
in the cornfield.
Yes.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, I loved it, but that's because I knew the context and I knew the fact that this movie is batshit insane. This is a movie you don't dive into the deep end and pray to God you float.
Yeah.
No. This is a drive-in fare. This is from the era of drive-ins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely.
It is the beast of drive-ins. Yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It was made to be watched in a car, or possibly watched in a car if you're not necking or anything. But
yeah,
that's here nor there.
You could double feature this movie with.
What would you double feature this with?
This is kind of fucked, but it's funny. Is it bad that I see this? You could pair this with like Humanoids from the Deep.
I was thinking that too.
You could.
That was the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, because specifically with
this would be the first feature, and then
and then you go into Humanoids.
Yeah.
Because these are basically kind of rewrites aside. This is kind of just a classic ass monster movie, but with a creepy kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you could then lean into like another classic monster movie. This time with no discern that the monsters are real and a lot more fish rape.
You say that. Do you know who distributed this? 2 theaters.
Was it AIP?
No.
Who distributed it?
New World. The same people who put out It was Corman. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I could definitely see Corman going, yeah, let's put this out. Let's put this out. I'm gonna fuck with some people's heads.
Yes. Yes.
Fucking rest in peace, you glorious penny pinching bastard.
Oh, I like this. Let's put this out.
Yeah, no, like
Mr.
this.
Corman, why would you give this out? Because I got your money.
You paid for it, right? You paid for it. It's in my pocket now.
Yeah, I already spent it on my next 5 movies. I'm sorry.
I already spent it on a beach party movie, a werewolf movie, a babysitting movie.
It's going towards the future plans for a. I got a hybrid film. It's gonna be about a monster shark, but it's not just a shark. It's mixed with an octopus.
Wait, some guy in Italy did that. Shut you!
Shut.
Oh man. Yeah, folks. If you can't tell, we are very familiar with our Father who art in heaven, the patron saint of schlock, Mr. Roger Corman.
Damn right we are.
Damn right. Even the Church of Ray Dennis Steckler recognizes his presence.
Yeah. Rest in peace, you glorious bastard.
Well, but the thing is, you can argue without Corman, we wouldn't have our Lord and Savior Ray Dennis Steckler.
This is true.
Without Corman, we wouldn't have a lot of what we have. We wouldn't have the Jack Nicholson.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have.
We wouldn't
have gotten the glorious Dick Miller. We would not have gotten so.
You wouldn't have
much.
Yeah, a lot of people in Pete.
Yeah, we wouldn't in like
the glory days of Star Wars ripoffs.
Mm-hmm. No, some of your Art House favorites would not be here if Corman didn't give them cash.
Yes.
Fucking Bogdanovich, which I've talked about on Critic List. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Francis Ford Coppola, as we've talked about many a times.
Mm-hmm.
For better or worse, James
Cameron,
Joe Dante.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's just say, like, if we could have anyone in here, dead or alive, drink a beer with us and tell us stories, Roger would be one of them.
Yes,
you would just.
Oh, I would have a fun time with that glorious zombie.
Somehow, still penny pinching in the afterlife.
Yeah. So
God, why are you making these gates out of pure? You know you can just do like tin and put like gold paint on it, right? Right?
Roger, you're in heaven. We don't need anything with Monterio Valor. I'm
I
just
don't
saying.
care. I'm just saying. You can just and it doesn't have to open. You just make it like a set piece.
Like shit, I made 3 movies with the same budget.
What do you know? Yeah. Anyways, you want to rate this?
God, why did you take me so? Why did you take me now? Because you're cheaper than Netflix.
God, like if
I think I got
God,
the best quip of this whole review.
No, it's just now all I can think about is God. I would love to find a way to talk about Roger Corman again.
Oh, we'll get there. We'll
get there. We'll probably. You know what? I think we need to have like an anniversary special of like remembering him.
Mm-hmm.
Like so, as soon as we hit that day, we'll do it. We'll definitely do it. I will back the shit out of that, and we will do that. Holy shit!
Yeah, no, Roger Corman, the man who can somehow make movies like The Trip and Easy Rider, but also makes movies like Mega Shark versus Gator Octopus or Gatoroid.
No.
Which one was it?
Sharktopus versus Werewolf.
There we go.
There you go. Yes, that's a thing, ladies and gentlemen.
Sharktopus versus Terracuda.
Terracuda, that's a good one. Anyways, you want to rate this?
Right, yeah, we should do it.
Where would you put the scale at? I would go with 55.
I'm not sure I want to say decent. So, where
would you put it?
It's so tonally whiplashed. Like,
I'd put it at, honestly, this is the weirdest thing to say, but it's true. I put it at 50, right down the fucking middle.
Yeah, you 50? Know what? Fine. It's on the low end of decent.
Yeah, it's on the low end of decent. Decent, it's in like Sunday viewing.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like if this was like a Joe Bob or an Elvira movie, I'd be fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Is there any graphic language?
Actually,
yeah.
A little bit.
Okay. I don't remember any, but okay.
Let's see. I heard "son of a bitch," "damn." I heard some other stuff. I don't know if there were any F-bombs dropped.
No, I guess it's not as harsh as that.
Yeah, it's not as harsh and it's not as prominent as.
Right.
Actually, I think I heard Jamie say shit at one point. Oh no, yeah, it was. I think it was the guy with the football. It was a little shit.
Oh yeah, poor shit.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
Garth.
You did nothing wrong except in Jamie's eyes. Fuck Sandy. He must die now.
He must die. Yes. So you would.
How much violence? By the end.
A bit more leaning on a lot, I think.
A bit more. Let's put a bit more.
Yeah.
Is there any nudity or sexual content?
Yes.
Weirdly, a lot. Yes.
A lot? I thought it was like a bit.
Well, it's because besides the actual titties we see in the nipples, there's a lot of like Jamie being a pervy bastard.
Would be cool with a bit more.
A bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit higher. Yeah. The low. Go with the low end of a lot. Actually, I would.
Low end of a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 2 points.
It's on that edge. Yeah.
It's on that edge.
Yeah, right there.
There we go. Okay. All right. Is it family friendly?
Fuck no.
No, it's friendly for everyone. Yeah. I don't know what you guys are looking at.
Sure, put it all the way.
100% totally. Fuck no.
No. It's a running joke I got with that. How much entertainment value did you get out of it?
Personally, I got a lot, but
I'd say a bit more.
Wait, what? A bit, yeah.
8-bit? I go a bit more.
A bit more, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Tonal Whiplash editing.
Like,
Literally gave me a headache at one point. Like,
yeah, this movie's bad, but it's fascinatingly bad.
Right.
And it's it just kind of brings up that conversation at the end of the day that we still need to have recorded at some point, which is like, what's worse for a bad movie? A movie that pisses you off or a movie that wastes your time?
Yeah, we do need that recording sometime.
Yeah, like
we need to do that. We're gonna do that this year.
Mm-hmm.
Considering how many times this conversation is getting fucking brought up, we should do it sooner.
We're doing like so many things aside from like my main stuff over on my channel. But
wait! Before you do anything,
check
out the red light and no tap on the Wolf's Den podcast at podbean.com. Go ahead, plug.
Yeah, you can find that on Podbean. You can go Wolfstead Podcast, where you can find Wolfstead Productions as well.
Mm-hmm.
Where we have Anna Monday, Late to the Murder Party, and now we have the Game Den, among other side projects here and there. Check it out. It's also over on YouTube under Wolfstead Productions.
Mm-hmm.
And we will definitely have this conversation there. Like, holy shit. Yes. We will be having...
We also got some plans coming in the future. Working on a big one right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of feeling bad about spamming everybody.
A little bit.
I'm pulling it back.
Like, that'll happen, worries. And I'm just like, I'm at work, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
We hit on Roy's special interest. The man's got to fucking reveal his boner somehow.
Fair enough.
I gotta like tease it a little bit. So
we're working on that.
Mm-hmm. And we're also got we usually do a big Halloween spectacular somewhere. This is the project for it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
These are we're just working.
We're not revealing it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Basically, it'll get released all throughout October.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And then, we record whatever fancies us.
Mm-hmm.
We'd like sometimes, post something 3:00 in the morning. We're like, what the fuck? And we're like reading it. And sometimes it's a good idea. Sometimes it's like, go back to fucking sleep.
Yeah. I don't know how many times I've been hit with some of those. I've been like, just go back to bed. God damn it.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, we do have a good time recording it sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
So, Wolfstead Productions. The owner, right down there. Right down there.
Mm-hmm.
Go check the Wolfstead Productions YouTube out. Check it at Podbean too. You want to stop it right here and do the profundos credits or something like that? I mean, or do you want to pitch the next real episode of the Starlite for all those who wanted to keep tabs?
Let's see. If I remember correctly, I think the first proper Starlight this year I'm a part of.
Yeah, you wanted to be part of Delaware of Doler.
I'm a part of like a chunk of them. So
I have to talk to you about that once we're done.
Yeah, let's promote it. Like, tease it.
Oh yeah. New Starlight season, gonna be 7 episodes. We're going all across the nation, ladies and gentlemen, from Delaware to Hawaii. We're gonna cover films filmed at locations starting at Delaware because we love Delaware. Because Delaware is cool. And then, it's a double feature.
It sounded like France.
We'll do double features. And, if you're not familiar with the Starlight, it's 3 hours of us rambling about movies and what we see in the market. before we end this.
Oh yeah, if you
Great
think
plot.
we can go on tangents here, wait till we get to the actual
Exactly.
Starlight. Holy shit!
Oh yeah,
We love it. Yeah, we love it. It's just
My ass feels sore already.
but yeah, watch this space. I'll post the episodes here on YouTube. You won't get as animated unless people want to do that. You cool with that? You cool with that? You want to do this animated? I mean, as in like cameras and shit like that.
Oh yeah, no, this is fine. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you want to do that, yeah, we do it. Yeah. No problem.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Awesome, Doc.
Yeah, that actually really works. I think that's a really cool idea. Definitely.
Okay. Definitely. All right then.
Allows us to emote more and fuck around. Like
yes. But then we'll have like drinks and snacks or something like that.
Yeah. Like we have the audio versions for those who just don't want to see us. They just want to hear us.
Yeah. It's over at podbean.com, and I've been told we are on iTunes. Yeah.
Yes, apparently, and I was told this from one of our other co-hosts that apparently it does get like Podbean just puts it over on iTunes and links to Podbean, so we're getting traction over there.
All right, okay. Good to hear we are spreading the fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else we're going to promote? You got anything for the game thing for Late to the Murder Party? Well, that's a special project for Late to Murder Party, but any Mondays or anything?
So I know there's some projects that I'm working on. As soon as I can get it going, there is going to be a Late to the Murder Party on. I'd put up a remaster of my breakdown of the entire Final Destination franchise at the time when I did that review.
Okay.
So it's all 5 films talking about the behind the scenes, talking about the making of it as back when it was a lost X-Files script, and a lot of other stuff. Well, after putting that up, we are in fact going to be doing, which that's already available to watch, listen to, whatever. I am going to get my friend Kaz, who was a part of that one, who did that one with me before, is going to return, and Grave will be joining us to be doing this new one, Bloodlines.
You have to explain for the critic-less audience out there too.
Oh, Final Destination Bloodlines.
I mean, Grave Kaz.
Oh, Grave Kaz. Kaz is a friend. Is
friend of the show.
A friend of the show, personal friend. He has done a couple of things with us. I don't know if he ever was on for any of the classic Starlite.
Kaz, no.
He did a couple episodes of Shark Month 2.
Yes, he did do Shark Month 2. So he's done some other stuff, including back when we did some music reviews. So he's not unfamiliar with with Wolfman Productions. Grave is our resident ghost turtle. She is a delight, and she is one of the co-hosts. She helped me pitch other stuff, but she has been around since year 1 of the podcast of Wolfman Productions. Back when it was just called the Wolfman Podcast.
Right.
But yeah, she's going to join, and we are going to do a proper full review of Final Destination Bloodlines, because holy fuck. Spoiler, I fucking love this movie.
Okay, then.
But I still have a lot to talk about with that. So that will be coming out soon. She just needs to get the chance to go see it in theaters.
Right.
We've strong-armed her. We figured out how to get her money so she can watch it. Other than that, I kind of want to keep some things close to my chest. I got stuff in the works. I got stuff in the works.
Anything for the summer? Or is this
I am trying to get some stuff for the summer. Basically, for the summer, it seems to be Game Den.
Okay.
Is what's going on. Our second episode will be coming out either before this recording releases or after. Either way, the second episode will be talking about how awesome Zelda is.
All right, cool.
Yeah, yeah, talked about that for like almost 2 hours. And I'm not quite sure what the next project on that series is gonna be, but I'll think of something.
Do you have like any pot spoiling or something like that? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
I want to get some people together to talk arcade memories.
Okay.
So that one should be a fun one. Obviously, I want to get somebody together and just talk like, hey, so fighting games are awesome.
Let's talk about how awesome they are.
Yeah. Talk like, oh, hey, growing up with Mortal Kombat, growing up with Tekken. Yeah, like all this stuff. Street Fighter. You know, the good stuff. Let's talk about SNK. Let's have...
Oh, yeah, you want to hear what a Doc's hyperfixation?
Yeah. Yeah. So, plenty of stuff for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously, the Pink Puff will get a chance. I will find somebody to talk Kirby with.
All right, cool. All right.
Oh no, I do remember what the next episode is.
Okay.
Sorry, it just hit me. Oh God. It's do I want to spoil it?
Do you? It's up to you.
I don't want to spoil it here. I don't want to spoil it here. Just know we're going to space.
We're going to
space.
Yeah. This is going to be a space war?
A type of space war.
Because I like space war.
Bounties are a part of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Doc,
no,
want to do space war?
I don't watch everybody complain.
Sure,
everybody go, we're going to talk Star Wars. Like, no.
Here's my question. Are we actually going to play Space War, or are we going to do that one bit from Logan, one bit from Soylent Green where the furniture is playing Space War?
We're going to do a space war.
Space War!
Space War.
Yeah, fun fact, that is an actual thing, by the way, in Soylent Green, in the apartment. One of the pieces of furniture is there's actually an original Space War cabinet.
Space War cabinet, yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't. Yeah, that episode 3 is top secret. I am not releasing that yet.
All right. Something for you folk to look forward to.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
I got nothing else. I mean, you can obviously find me on Blue Sky under Mr. Ookami. That's about it. Oh, and Podbean, or not Podbean. Patreon.
Oh, you got Wolfson Productions Patreon.
Yeah, we've got Wolfson Productions Patreon. If you guys want to send us a tip, any tip, even if it's just to say you suck, I'm fine with that. It's still a tip.
Just a tip. Just a tip. All right, Doc.
Okay, so main thing is, of course, here at the Starlite, the Red Light, and OTEP, aka Over the Years podcast, where we take a look at a decade plus of hip hop music and see what's worth the year with our very next episode coming soon. But we're doing it on the seminal 2013 classic of one of hip hop's boogeyman and the man who dominated summer last year, Kendrick Lamar with Good Kid, Mad City.
Mm-hmm.
I can also be found on other parts of Wolfden Productions, including game. I will be on Game Den at some point. It just depends on the episode. But also, I've been on episodes on Late to the Murder Party and Monday and some other shows we've done. Other than that, you can find me on Blue Sky at Chaotic Doctor, where I mostly just repost and occasionally rant about stuff because it's fun screaming into the void sometimes.
It is. It is. Sometimes it talks back, right, Teddy? Yeah.
Yeah, and if I'm not there, you can also find me on Criticalist under Chaotic Doctor, where I've talked about many a different movie, but some good, some bad, some ranting, but also but overthinking about things, which is kind of my brand and my job. Which where I talked, I haven't been trying to write more reviews and listen to stuff on there. It's just sometimes things get on a hand. I am planning to might be doing something soon. It's either gonna be reviewing what is considered the worst Star Wars thing, or maybe thinking about going back to some of the old Starlite movies we viewed and rewatching them.
That'd be cool.
That's been on my mind recently after I did Head, and thought it would be fun to do again.
The worst Star Wars thing. Which one?
I'm gonna think it's Return to Galaxy 3. Because it's sure as shit not Star Crash. Do not say it's Star Crash.
Well, I'm talking about the official franchise. If we want to talk about the ripoffs, I can go all fucking day because some of them are fucking weird.
Okay. Yeah.
For worst Star Wars thing, I'm not gonna lie, there are a few choices, but it's long story short. I've had this idea in my head of movies that cause massive internet flame wars and see if they're worth it. So, if you want to guess which Star Wars movie I'm going to talk about because of that,
ooh, wear a cup.
Yeah,
wear a cup.
Like, I thought about doing either that or Ghostbusters 2016. I've also thought about doing recently, one's popped in my head, I thought about doing Mary Poppins Returns to talk about Disney live action remakes and sequels because of what happened with Lilo and Stitch. Basically, I have ideas. It just depends when I get the energy to write them. And when I do have the bug up my ass to write them, and you'll see them on Criticalist under Chaotic Doctor. Roy, can you bug us and sign us off, please, sir?
Yes, sir. We got some love mail, some hate mail, some Teddy mail, some perf mail, some troglodyte mail. Because I'm raising a couple in the back. And perfect. Beautiful. Just got to give them a nice brushing.
I'll get to those last two bodies.
Okay. Starlite Podcast at protonmail.com. We are also on Twitter at capital R, capital L, capital P, capital S, Starlight, RLP Starlight. Said some recommendations, some commendations. We'd love to hear from you. Just say hi for one time. See you out there. Please tell me you're out there. And with that being said, please put the radio back onto the pole. Turn your high beams on so you can follow the street signs to the proper exits. And I hope you have a wonderful evening. Goodbye. Oh, this Dolar double feature is going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get the synthesizers.
Hey, before you do that, Doc, can you come help me with something in the back?
Motherfucker, I'm not going nowhere near that pit.
Well, you keep on tripping on it anyways.
It's fucking huge, you bastard!
It's out there. How do you miss it?
I completely got around it. How did I get around it?
It doesn't help. I'm carrying your shit half the fucking time.
Do you have eyes? It's right there.
My eyes are covered by your giant fucking boxes you keep telling me to put back there.
Oh, God. Just have some spatial awareness.
Spatial awareness, my dick.
Goodbye.
Bye.